Can Saudi Arabia and Iran be friends, or at least they can ease the tension? We believe they cannot be friends, or they cannot be buddies, but there is a likelihood that they are going to ease the tension between each other. And the real problem, or the real question we should ask: Do they really want? Do they, if they ease the tension, does it really benefit to everybody? And we think it is. It's possible, and it's really benefit to everybody. Now, the Biden administration, as you might be aware, wants to renew the nuclear agreement with Tehran. And if that can be achieved, of course, the Iran markets give huge opportunities to the American market because of the embargo for the last 20-25 years. The Iranian industry, whatever you might think of, needs heavily investments, which means maintenance, new machines, not maintenance, even new technologies, new equipments they needed. Not only military-wise, but everything they needed. From health industry to manufacturing industry to civil, everything they needed. So it most benefits to American business because Iran is going to start selling not only the oil but also the gas to the international markets. The money that they are going to have is going to be beneficial to the US markets. If you remember, once Obama had a nuclear deal with Tehran, at that moment, the first thing that Tehran has done has ordered high numbers of Boeing planes, which is only civil planes, by the way, for Iran, because they need logistics at first in order to transfer all these, not only the man and the resources, but also the equipments from one country to another country. So they know it, they need these kind of technologies and also equipment. So it's really beneficial to US and also to Iran. What about then Saudis and Iran? This is our topic. Maybe you might remember, but when the Americans have declared that they intend to leave the Middle East as soon as possible because they want to counter the rising Chinese threat in the Asia, what the first thing has done, Saudis, is to come and approach to Israel. Because they know that they need the military equipment like the Americans have been producing. In order to have it, they need to come to a second supplier, which is Israel. And America is enjoying this relationship because once they leave it, it's better for them not to fight each other, but to be friends and to be allied to Tehran. This is the thing that they have done this. But now also Saudi is aware that they cannot be only friends with Jerusalem, but they need to be also friends with, at least they have to ease the tension between Tehran and Riyadh. So in order to do that, we believe that the Americans will force them to start at least negotiate the ongoing problems, at least the ones that can be easily solved on the surface, let's say, between Tehran and Riyadh. And this is what will happen most likely because also Saudis, they do not have a fight, they do not need a war. And in case of war, they know that they are not in favorable also positions. Therefore, what they will do is they will start negotiation and ease the tension between these two countries. So if our estimations are right, in June, there's an election in Tehran. And after that, there will be likely a formation of the government. It requires a summertime to make all these arrangements. And after the summertime, we believe that the Americans and or Washington and Tehran will come to close in order to finalize the last pieces or the last details of the nuclear deal between the Americans and Iran within 2022. I am expecting this might happen. So once it happens, I expect that the Saudis and Iranians will come to a table and will find an amicable way, a mutual beneficial way to ease the tensions, which is going to be really useful for Saudis in order to secure their borders and the trade that they are doing from Saudi or from the Gulfs to the respective countries elsewhere. It's beneficial for US. They will at least keep the peace in the Middle East before they leave to Asia in full force. It will be beneficial to Israel because it will be peaceful time for Israel, and it's beneficial for Tehran because they will attract all the foreign investors to the country while they sign a nuclear deal with Washington. So for all, the consensus dictates that it's the time to strike a deal which is going to be helpful for all the countries in respective or in different ways. But it is beneficial. So we expect that this is going to accelerate deploying US resources to Asia to contain the rising China. Let's see if it's going to take place or not. We are going to close the monitor, and we will also update ourselves within a couple of weeks to months, and we will see how this is going to resolve in, or how it's going to take shape in close time. If you like this video, there is a like button underneath the screen. Please press on it, and also subscribe yourself to our channel so you will hear the first. Wherever you are, stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.